In 2012, Smith & Wesson really ushered in a new era for concealed carriers when they introduced the M&P Shield, and the company hasn't looked back since. After introducing the base model, which featured a 3-inch barrel and featured either a 7-round or it also came with an extended 8-round magazine in 9mm, Smith & Wesson did what it does typically with its guns, which is enhance them and continue to introduce new models to meet certain needs. So where the Shield was a very popular base model gun, the Performance Center shields really took it to the next level. And then when the M&P line got the M2.0 workup just a couple of years ago, so too did the Shield. And so what we're looking at here is actually a Performance Center iteration of the M&P Shield M2.0. So this is the newest of the bunch, and it has a couple new features that are pretty exciting to see. For the first time in the Shield lineup, we actually have a 4-inch barrel. So for those people who want just a little bit more either sight radius or a little bit more barrel to help the velocity of their personal defense rounds, you've got that covered here in the 4-inch barrel. Interesting about this barrel as well is that it's actually ported, and so is the slide. So on little guns, recoil control is very important, and by giving that porting in the barrel and the slide, the gases that are expelled when the round is fired actually move upward, helping to keep the gun down. So it kind of works in reverse of recoil. Another feature that we've seen before on Performance Center models is these high-vis fiber optic sights. We've got 2 dots in the rear, and these are red fiber optic pipes, and 1 green dot in the front, again with a green fiber optic sight. And so the overall sight picture, it's very clear and easy to see. But on this model, we've gone a step further, and Smith & Wesson, again for the first time, has introduced a pistol that comes with a red dot optic, and in this case, it is a 4 MOA red dot and is machined and attached directly to the slide. So on this model of the Shield, there's definitely a lot going on at the slide, but it's also worth taking a look at a few of the features of the frame. First is that new texture. This is the M2.0 treatment, and it's definitely a more aggressive texture than we saw on, let's call them Gen 1 M&P pistols. This gun also has the M2.0 series trigger, and what it is, especially compared to earlier Smith triggers, very nice break. It's actually not a lot of mush, hardly any grit at all. This is a very nice trigger, and of course, this being a Performance Center gun, that trigger is polished and maybe tuned even just a bit more than other M2.0 shields. In terms of control, of course, you do have that articulated trigger, and that is one of the safety mechanisms. You can also have these shields with a manual thumb safety. Just like all M&Ps, you can either have them with the manual safety or without. You do have your takedown lever and your slide, stop, and release, and of course your magazine release. So if the M&P Shield is one of the most popular personal defense firearms in existence, this new Performance Center M&P Shield with the 4-inch barrel with the red dot sight seems like a perfect fit for today's concealed carry market.
For more reviews of firearms and shooting gear, check out the latest edition of American Rifleman the magazine